Yo, welcome back. I am going to try, I don't even know, I've lost count. I think this is my 7th attempt at Great Britain. But I am going to change it up this time. I think I figured it out. I suck at this game or it cheats. I'm not sure. It's probably the first one. But what's been happening is that I usually have number of AIs as 2. And both of the AIs, while I'm trying to do all of these tasks, which makes me have to spend money, obviously, the AI will only maybe have 3 or 4 trains, and then they stop really producing things and start investing out. If they do spend money, it's on industries. But for the most part, they just keep saving up money. And of course, they save it up faster because they start up with more cash and all this stuff. Train costs, maintenance, everything goes up for me, or for them, it stays the same. So they save up money, and they're up to maybe 6 mil, while I have maybe 400,000 because I'm constantly spending. And then they get to the point where they have enough money to buy me out, and they do so fairly early in the game. There's probably still 40 years left, 40, 50 years left in the game when they buy me out. So I'm at the point now where I've tried 6 different strategies, and none of them worked. So I'm either, like I said, terrible, which is completely possible and probably probable at this point. But yeah, it's not fun for me. So maybe it's just this scenario, I'm not sure, because I was able to do all these other ones, fine. Well, not all these, but in Southwest, Northeast, Midwest, Northwest. Great Britain's the only one I'm having issues with. So I'm gonna lower the AIs to 1. I can see if I can handle 1, but I'm not even sure. If not, then I'll have to do just 0 AIs, which of course is pretty boring, but these tasks are actually pretty frustrating to do, because a lot of them deal with stock ownership. So let's go ahead and load her up and see how it works. The year is 1829, with the Stephenson rocket, one of the first great locomotives, proving seemed to be a reliable power source. Industrialists in Britain and around the world are beginning to realize the railroad is far from a novelty. Before them is the future of industry, and each wants to get their hand in this breakthrough technology. Okay, so the thing with this scenario is that the trains that we start off with are terrible, super slow, very hard to get going. And of course, you want to sell off your stock early on to kind of, expand a bit like you would normally would. Unfortunately, if you go here and look at your objectives, you have 20 years to own 70% of your own stock and connect Liverpool to Manchester. Now, I can already tell you that we're not going to be able to do the Liverpool to Manchester, because we start over here at Hastings, and we have to get all the way over here to Manchester and connect Manchester to Liverpool. So it's not really in the cards unless you start over here in Wrexham, which I've done multiple times. I think 2 of my attempts I started over here in Wrexham, damn near killed them, and I could connect that fine. The 70% in the stock is hard. It's very hard because you start off very slow in this game, again, because the trains are so slow. So let's see, what do we have here in Hastings? They take coal and they turn it to steel. Now, I'm sure the coal is going to be nowhere near us, and I'm right. Coal is way over here in Norwich. So I think we'd be better off just connecting to London and transporting passengers. Well, we got a fishery over here. Another fishery. Now, who would take fish? Chelmsford would take fish. So yeah, we could connect these two to go through Hastings. But first thing, let's connect London. London is kind of a mess because I didn't realize the River Thames was on a massive cliff here, and London was just cut in half. like I said, these trains are miserably slow. I know this scenario is possible too, because my first playthrough I actually did really well. There's, like I said, there's 2 other AIs. I bat out one of them, so I had control of all the map for the most part, and I actually started fast forwarding it because there was nothing else I could do, because I had done all the objectives. And then all of a sudden, the last AI, who, like I said, he had maybe 2 or 3 trains. He had nothing, and he had been saving up from the beginning, but I didn't have enough to buy him out yet, because I was trying to save up to buy the actually competitive AI, and out of nowhere that AI bought me. So I thought that was kind of cheap, but I guess if that's how they have to make it competitive, it doesn't make sense to me. I definitely like Railroad Tycoon 3, but that I can't get that one to work. I'm gonna have to try to reinstall it. Here, I'll do this. Fast forward it. This train is so slow. I'm going to start buying my stock. If I can get to 70%, that'll be good. That'll drive up my stock price and kind of slow down Isambard, who started over here in Salisbury. He has a lot more chances to expand than I do. Passengers actually go out for a good amount. Mail, on the other hand, is bad. Maybe we can upgrade a little bit. Ah. Okay. I am going to upgrade this engine just so we can ensure that we're delivering as fast as possible, since we are delivering passengers first. And then we're going to try to connect to Chelmsford so we can start delivering fish. And then we can connect to this coal factory and get in on the steel. It is going to cost quite a bit to cross here, I imagine. Connect to both these fisheries so we can really start getting some income. Fish doesn't go for too much, but food is always a desired resource here, so that's good for us. And on the way back, I can bring back some food to Hastings. This train as well. We're gonna have to lay some double track here because this is gonna be a clusterfuck. So you only have 13 years to even get to close to Manchester, doesn't? So it's not going to happen. All right. I have to lay some double track here. You definitely need a faster train. Looks like Isambard is trying to buy some of my stock now, and his own. So he is expanding pretty quickly. So now I'm going to try to connect to this coal mine. Connect to both, to be honest, but... We need more money. I can upgrade this train. So we start with delivering these passengers even faster. What we need is a first freight train so we can really start processing this fish faster. Alright, so we can connect to this coal. Then I just have to find a place that takes steel. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. Having 3 trains on this one little route here isn't ideal. Too bad they're gonna get my cannery. Unless I sell some stock, which I don't want to do. Sorry. We can start getting these trains going, hopefully. So I need roughly 5 mil to buy myself out. So I wasn't able to get the majority, or the 70%. It's really tough, even with this. Who demands steel is the question. Norwich, it's so far away. Be better off, honestly, just could put an arms factory here and just start delivering the arms to London. Here's what we're going to do first, though. We're going to put a fourth line in. That's my steel mill. I'll put one in, because I might just end up delivering the steel here, to be honest. If that's what they do, then I'm going to do it. Okay. So the price of passengers has gone way down. Could connect to Norwich. Yeah, now I'm thinking about it, I really should have just let the AI take this steel mill. Awesome. So now I'm going to go ahead and upgrade all my trains here. Beautiful. Okay, now the trains won't go so slow anymore. They're going to deliver the steel here now. Now we just need to connect to Norwich, where they have an arms factory. I don't have enough money at the moment, though. I think this is that steel train, right? Yeah, so let's just get rid of that. Less traffic, the better, right? Put in for the steel mill. Awesome. I suppose it doesn't matter. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take a quick break. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys.